As a neurosurgeon, I've dedicated my career to understanding the intricacies of the human brain. It's an organ of immense power and delicate vulnerability. Every day, I witness the incredible resilience of the brain, but also the devastating consequences when things go wrong. I've seen the devastating impact a stroke can have on a person's life, the sudden loss of function, the challenges of rehabilitation, the emotional toll it takes on patients and their families. It's something that stays with you. Witnessing the aftermath of a stroke firsthand fuels my passion for prevention and education. It's why I strive to share accurate information and dispel harmful myths surrounding brain health. So, you can imagine my reaction, the jolt of disbelief and concern that shot through me when I saw a headline, something so outrageous, so contrary to everything I know to be true. It claimed, "The one fruit that can cause a stroke overnight." The words seemed to jump off the screen, a blatant attempt to grab attention through fear. I nearly spilled my coffee. The sheer absurdity of the statement, the potential for widespread panic, it was all incredibly frustrating. My concern wasn't about the fruit itself. Fruits in general are a vital part of a healthy diet, packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. But for the people, the countless individuals who might stumble upon this headline and take it to heart, who'd read this and panic, needlessly worrying about something that has no basis in scientific reality. Sensational headlines like this, designed to shock and scare, prey on our fears, exploiting our anxieties about health and well-being for clicks and shares, and spread confusion, making it harder for people to discern fact from fiction in the complex world of health information. The truth? Let's get to the heart of the matter. No single fruit will cause or even significantly contribute to a stroke overnight, especially in a healthy person with no underlying health conditions. Strokes are complex events, multifaceted and influenced by a range of factors. They are usually the result, not of a single dietary choice, of years of accumulated risk factors like things that build up over time and gradually increase the likelihood of a stroke. High blood pressure, a silent killer that puts immense strain on blood vessels. Cholesterol, specifically high levels of LDL cholesterol, which can lead to plaque buildup in arteries. Smoking, a major contributor to vascular damage and increased stroke risk, or diabetes, which can damage blood vessels and increase the risk of blood clots. Blaming a piece of fruit, singling out one innocent food item, ignores decades of research, countless studies that have identified the true culprits behind stroke. Today, we'll dismantle this myth, expose the fallacy behind this sensational claim, look at the real science, delve into the evidence-based understanding of stroke risk factors, and give you practical tools, actionable steps you can take to promote brain health and reduce your risk. To protect your brain, empower you to make informed decisions about your well-being. My goal is simple. Replace anxiety with confidence. Empower you with knowledge and understanding and evidence, providing you with the facts you need to make informed choices. Let's trade sensationalism for sense. Let's move away from fear-mongering and embrace a rational, evidence-based approach to brain health and learn what really, truly keeps your brain healthy. Let's embark on this journey together, armed with facts and a commitment to well-being. In today's digital age, information spreads like wildfire, and unfortunately, that includes health myths. These myths can take root quickly, traveling across social media platforms and through online communities at an alarming rate. And they spread so fast because they're often simple, easy to digest, and seemingly straightforward. They're also frequently scary, playing on our deepest fears and anxieties about our health and well-being. And because of their simplicity and emotional impact, they're incredibly easy to share with just a click of a button. Often, these myths don't present the whole picture. They twist a tiny truth, a kernel of reality, like a preliminary study perhaps on a specific compound found in a fruit, something seemingly innocuous. But then, this tiny truth is blown out of proportion into a sweeping, frightening claim that can send shockwaves through online communities. The original research, the foundation upon which these claims are built, might have been conducted on animals, not humans, or under highly unrealistic controlled laboratory conditions that don't reflect real-world scenarios. But the headline, the attention-grabbing hook, conveniently skips that crucial context, leaving readers with a distorted understanding. Fear, unfortunately, grabs attention more effectively than reason or logic, and attention translates into clicks, shares, and engagement. And that's precisely why these sensationalized, fear-based stories thrive in the online ecosystem. Furthermore, myths often offer easy villains, something or someone to blame for our health woes. This makes it incredibly tempting to point the finger at a banana, for example, instead of facing the often uncomfortable reality of making long-term sustainable lifestyle changes that require effort and commitment. Deep down, we're wired to look for simple cause and effect relationships, quick fixes, and easy solutions to complex problems. And health myths, unfortunately, exploit that inherent human tendency. Furthermore, slick, professionally produced videos and self-proclaimed experts donning white coats add a veneer of false credibility to these claims, making them even more believable. They often strategically mix real, legitimate health advice with outright fiction and misinformation, making it incredibly hard for the average person to discern what's actually true and what's not. And when friends, people we trust, or family members, those closest to us, share these stories with us, it feels even more convincing because it's coming from a trusted source. And that's precisely how a baseless idea, a completely unfounded claim, becomes accepted as fact in the minds of many, and ultimately causes needless panic and anxiety. So what's the result of all this misinformation? Millions of people end up confused, misinformed, and uncertain about what's actually healthy and what's harmful, making it difficult to make informed choices about their own well-being. It's time, therefore, to break this cycle of misinformation and fear-mongering. Let's take a closer look at what the real science, the actual scientific evidence, really says, so we can make informed decisions about our health. Let's move from myths to real evidence. Large, long-term studies show us what truly affects stroke risk. The overwhelming consensus? Eating more fruits and vegetables lowers your risk of stroke. For every 200 grams of fruit you eat daily, your stroke risk drops by up to 32%. Fruits are packed with potassium, fiber, and antioxidants, all crucial for healthy blood vessels. They help lower blood pressure, cholesterol, and inflammation. Diets like DASH and the Mediterranean diet, rich in fruits, are proven to protect your brain and heart. The science is clear. Fruits are allies, not enemies. The stroke fruit myth is pure fiction. Bananas are a common target in these viral myths, usually because of their potassium. The claim too much potassium from bananas can cause a stroke. Here's the truth. For healthy people, it's nearly impossible to overdose on potassium from food. Your kidneys regulate potassium efficiently. Only people with severe kidney disease or on certain medications need to watch their intake, and that's under a doctor's care. The myth takes a rare medical scenario and scares everyone. In reality, potassium from bananas helps control blood pressure and supports heart health. Bananas aren't the enemy, they're part of the solution. Let's clear bananas' name once and for all. A medium banana gives you about 9% of your daily potassium, great for your heart. Potassium lowers blood pressure by relaxing blood vessels and helping your body get rid of excess sodium. Bananas also provide fiber, which lowers cholesterol, and antioxidants that protect your arteries. These nutrients work together to keep your blood vessels healthy and flexible. The idea that bananas could trigger a stroke is not just wrong, it's the opposite of what science shows. Enjoying bananas as part of a balanced diet supports your brain and heart. They're a friend, not a foe. Grapes and berries are true brain defenders. They're loaded with polyphenols like resveratrol and anthocyanins, which improve blood flow and reduce inflammation. These compounds help keep blood vessels flexible and prevent dangerous clots. Studies link regular berry consumption to lower stroke risk. Berries and grapes also provide fiber and vitamin C, strengthening blood vessel walls. Eating a colorful mix of these fruits gives your body a team of protectors. Instead of fearing fruit, focus on variety. Each type brings unique benefits. Add berries to your breakfast or snack on grapes for a delicious, science-backed boost. These fruits are powerful, tasty medicine for your brain. Citrus fruits, like oranges, grapefruits, and lemons, are packed with vitamin C and flavonoids. Vitamin C strengthens blood vessels, while flavonoids like hesperidin improve their function and lower blood pressure. Studies show people who eat more citrus have a lower risk of stroke. Citrus also provides fiber and potassium, making them a complete package for vascular health. Eating whole citrus fruits, not just juice, maximizes these benefits. Add orange slices to salads or squeeze lemon into water for a daily boost. Citrus fruits are a bright, delicious way to protect your arteries. Make them a regular part of your diet for long-term brain health. Let's turn science into action. Preventing stroke is about building healthy habits, not avoiding one food. Fill half your plate with fruits and vegetables. Aim for variety and color. Add whole grains like brown rice or oats for fiber. Include lean proteins, fish, poultry, beans, or nuts. Limit sodium by cooking at home and avoiding processed foods. Cut back on saturated fats and added sugars. Diets like DASH and Mediterranean are proven to lower stroke risk. Remember, it's about consistent, better choices, not perfection. Every meal is a chance to protect your brain and heart. Start small and build a plate that works for you. In the quest for optimal well-being, it's easy to get lost in a maze of conflicting information. The media is full of sensationalized stories, and it can be difficult to separate fact from fiction. The real path to a healthy brain and a healthy body isn't paved with fear and restriction. It's about embracing knowledge and making informed decisions. It certainly isn't about fearing fruit or any other whole natural food for that matter. It's about informed choices, understanding the nutritional value of what you eat, and making selections that support your overall health goals. Sensational headlines distract us from the core principles of good health. They often divert our attention from what truly matters, the consistent, everyday habits that contribute to long-term well-being, things like managing blood pressure through diet and exercise, keeping an eye on cholesterol levels, and making dietary adjustments as needed, and adopting a healthy lifestyle that incorporates regular physical activity, stress management, and sufficient sleep. The real risks to our health are chronic conditions, like heart disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer. Not bananas or berries, which are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that can actually help protect against these diseases. You have control over your health destiny. Through diet, choosing whole, unprocessed foods over refined and sugary options. Through regular exercise, finding activities you enjoy and incorporating them into your routine. And through working with your doctor, getting regular checkups and screenings to identify and address any potential health concerns early on. Be a critical consumer of health information. Question scary claims that seem too good or too bad to be true. Seek reliable sources of information, such as reputable medical journals, government health agencies, and trusted health websites. And always trust evidence over hype, basing your decisions on sound scientific research rather than anecdotal stories or marketing claims. Your fruit bowl is your ally in the fight for better health, not your enemy or something to be feared. Embrace a colorful, balanced diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein. For lifelong brain health and a vibrant, fulfilling life, focus on the big picture of your health. Cultivate healthy habits that you can sustain over the long term. Not quick fixes or fad diets that promise instant results, but ultimately lead to disappointment. Knowledge empowers you to take control of your well-being, to make smart, sustainable choices that will support your health for years to come. That's the real secret to unlocking your full health potential, to a long, healthy, and fulfilling life filled with energy, vitality, and joy.